yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And an alley to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On first down, it's Cannon. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up.
Yeah, and which also...
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up first and 10 at the 16. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's throw. What about the foul? And he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now from back at the 5. This is third and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold, man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll run on 1st down. Cannon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold on the screen. This is Cannon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check, watch 54. Set the turn, defense, let's go.
Second and 11. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute, but when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going, able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's pick it up. Let's get off the field.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
This play is under review.
Come on, fellas. Mike, what's that?
Complete to Jamison Crowder.
Don't say nothing.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
It's caught by Herndon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They hand off to their big tight end, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. Darnold now to throw. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Keep it up, guys.
Here's Cannon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
48th month. I'm coming.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and meet?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Stills the intended target. He's had it. His interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Cannon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Darnold, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, Jets.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, New York.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.